Alright guys, so here's another update, Sunday update. Here is the El Aromatica Mini, looking fine, looking good. Most of the plants are doing great. I think I said that I was going to give you guys an update on how the CO2 works in this tank, and I'll show you that. But first, let's give you a quick overview of how everything's doing. Everything's doing well. I did a trim. If you notice on the right side here, it's a big difference, right? So I moved the blacks over here, and most of the, I'm not going to pronounce the name, but that stuff in the back, and the stuff that's going through the moss. Remember that huge mound of it over here? That is gone. I sold that and a bunch of other stuff. I just put together a package, just a huge package. So Gary, the guy who picked this stuff up, hopefully you have a big tank, buddy, because you got a lot of plants coming. And I'm not just talking about this stuff. And I'll throw a couple other surprises in there for you. So anyway, so I moved the blocks over here. I don't know what I'm going to do with this side of the tank. So again, I'm going to need some of you guys, your advice over here. The heater there, I took it out and I sprayed it with peroxide, so you can see the algae on there is red. We'll see how that does. I'll probably have to do that a few times. I didn't do any manual removal at all, obviously, and you can look at the back of the tank. I'm going to start cleaning the back of the tank. Originally, I figured I'd keep the back of the tank, leave it alone, so the ottos and the shrimp can eat it, but you know what? Honestly, there's plenty of algae in the tank for the fish and the shrimp. So I'll start cleaning the back of the tank. The Pentanel. Well, I'll try to focus in. I guess I can't. I have a couple stems still. Okay, still. And you can see the new growth. It's green because it's low. I also raised the... I want to step back here. I raised the lighting a little bit because I started getting some beard algae issues. So I raised it. Now, it's funny, when you step back, that tank looks bare now. It's a little depressing. It's a little bare. But all the plants are healthy, so I'm happy about that. That Tupperware and the dish to the left, of course, is unsightly. But what are you gonna do? They're little experiments. So, all right. Other thing I did was, obviously, if you're looking at it, you can't tell the difference. So I have the two Rena fill stars, right, running this tank. So I have two canister filters. This one is just a filter. This one's putting out CO2. Well, originally, I had this one over here with the spray bar aiming up, pushing out CO2, aiming up. I don't know how much I was gassing out. I don't know how much I was off gassing the CO2. So I switched them, which I thought that I had them reversed. I don't know how I went so long not realizing that this one was CO2. So now this one is a CO2. So I moved them. So this one's CO2 and this one's just a regular, just a filter. So this one's pushing out CO2. And that one's just surface agitation. That doesn't matter if that one hits the surface, obviously. So I'll show you my dirty tank under here. It's dusty, very dusty. So there's the regulator, and I turned the CO2 down just to I wanted to see what the issue was with how I'm injecting the CO2. So this is the reactor. Here's the filter running it. So water comes out of here, goes down into the reactor. Water pushes down. I know most of you guys already know all this, but for anybody watching that doesn't understand how this works, I'm just going to explain it. CO2 goes in here. The bubbles want to come up, water pushes them down. So it's just they just churn and churn and churn until they're totally dissolved into the water. Come down here and then go back up into the tank. So the water that goes back is saturated in CO2. So that's, I guess, the way to get 100% total dissolvation of, is that a word? Did I say that right? I don't know. Of CO2. That's the most efficient way to get CO2 into the tank, as opposed to my 20 gallon, which we'll go over to in a minute, where we have the ceramic diffuser. So, all right, trimmed everything down. Reuben, the moss is dirty. I'll have to clean that and spread that up. That other pad over there, I just left that alone. It's still growing. I'll probably, you know what, Gary? I think you're going to be getting that one too. I think I'm just going to throw that in your bag. Yes, that's about it for this tank for now. You know what? I'm sorry. Let me give you some updates on some other plants. Kimberly looking awesome, and see how short it is still, and the colors are coming in. Double dosing the first dose, right, of the macros. So after the water change, I'm double dosing estimated indexes recommendations. So double dosing, and then from there on, dosing 1.5 times. Everything seems to be responding well. Everything, even the SP Red, it's looking much brighter. The Colorado is looking brighter. As far as micros, I'm still dosing the same, just the EI. So, yeah, I mean, I'm happy with the results so far. I will show you, I'm going to bring it on here. These guys keep coming undone, unrooted. They keep flying out, coming in, coming out of this soil. I see this being a problem once I go ADA, once I set up the tank with all ADA, I see that being a problem. But you know what? The results I'm getting, at least, I like the soil, so I'll deal with that. Hopefully these plants can stay rooted, or most of my plants can stay rooted. Sorry, my phone keeps becoming unfocused. So alright, we're going to go over to the 20, and I'll show you some new inhabitants also. So still messy. Should I focus? Most of the algae gone. I cleaned. I used a net to scoop all the algae off the sand, and I took the plants out, and I actually sprayed them with peroxide. So we'll see how well of a job I did. But again, like I was saying before, there's a ceramic diffuser. Like I said, most of you guys already know, but people who are watching this who aren't on the Planet Tank forum, this is another method for injecting CO2 into your tank. And there are the new inhabitants. I was going to try to show you them separately, but they decided to come into the picture. So I was actually in Pecco, where Cletus and I, my little puppy, sleeping over there. Looks so sad, but he's just tired. We spent about 3 hours down at the dog park, and then afterwards I figured we'd go to Pecco, and these guys were on sale for $1 a piece. So I figured I'll put them on here. They are going to go into 75, but I figured I'd quarantine them in here. Good idea, bad idea, I don't know. Because I do have autos in here. I do have the auto sinkless in here. But I did not have a quarantine tank set up yet. I do want to set one up. I'm going to use that 5 gallon that I showed you guys before that I was breeding the shrimp in. But in the meantime, this is going to have to do. So hopefully they're okay. I didn't get a chance to trim the algae off of these, the AR Mini here. And still those roots are ugly. Hey Gary, if you want some Java moss, let me know. I'll throw that in too. So I trimmed most of these guys up. There's an algae on the Rotella in the back that I'm unfamiliar with. If you guys know what that is, I can't. This is pretty much as close as I can get. I really don't know what that is. It's almost just like a black stain on the plants. Yeah, I'll give you some ugliness. So look at that. I want some beard algae there. But I don't know what that is. So if anybody has an idea, let me know. It'd be great. But yeah, anyway, the black neons, they're I'll tell you what, they're underappreciated fish. They really look cool. When you get a bigger school, I want to get another 10, so I think I want to get like a good 20, maybe even 30 in the 75, because they really do look cool when they school, and they stay in a little nice tight little bunch, as you can see. And that's what I like. I like a good schooling fish. And, you know, I'm a fan of the cardinals, and I've had cardinals before, and I think I have one lone cardinal over there. So for that guy, I feel so bad. I probably will have to pick up a few more cardinals, but you know, they're what, $3 a pop. These guys are $1 right now. So pretty cool looking fish. They've only been in this tank for about 6 hours, but very happy. So yeah, we'll see how everybody does. I'm trying not to forget anything. I'm already over 10 minutes. I try to stay under 10 minutes, which I never do. So that's pretty much it, guys. The light fixture, I'll just go back up there. Let's try not to blind you. So that's, you can see the lights that I have. It's just a 4-bulb, it's a 6-bulb fixture, but I'm only running 4. And I have it, I don't know, at this point, 15, 16 inches off the surface. I'm just trying to, in my head, answer questions that I've had on YouTube. Not everybody on YouTube is on the Planet Tank forum. So I'm trying to keep everybody informed here. That's about it, guys. So let me know what you think. Messy, dirty tank, unorganized. But it is what it is. It's what I got right now. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. I do want to try to do a midweek update and maybe use a different camera, see how that goes. Maybe I'll clean up the glass, make it look a little better. And maybe I'll do a feeding or something. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.